Hey everybody, here I am, finally, with my Booktube-A-Thon TBR. I'm really excited to do this read-a-thon because I have been dying for just a reading splurge. I miss those summers where I had absolutely nothing to do but read. So I have cleared out my schedule for the most part for the week of July 15th to the 21st, and I am going to do nothing but read. And what is a good read-a-thon without any challenges? So I believe there are 7 or so set down by the founders, and I'm not going to be able to do all of them, but I'm going to try and do a lot of them. So the first one is to read an average of 300 pages a day. Initially, I laughed at this one. Because there's no way. But since I've decided to just do a splurge read, I'm gonna go for it. Hoorah! I have also decided that I'm going to try reading books out of my comfort zone. This means it will mostly be adult fiction and sci-fi. I won't be reading any classics this week, which was one of the challenges, because if I ever do read adult literature, it is a classic, because I usually don't have a problem with overly mature content, which is something that I do not enjoy in books. So because classics aren't really out of my comfort zone, I won't be reading any. My first book will be Split Second by David Baldacci at 528 pages. It is a crime suspense thriller and also over 500 pages, which is one of the challenges. This is the first book in the King and Maxwell series, which has recently been adapted for television on TNT. I absolutely love the show, which is the reason that I'm reading the series, and I'm really excited to see how good it is. I will also be reading Rover by Mel Odom at 505 pages. This actually tackles 2 challenges with one book because it is also over 500 pages, and this book has been on my shelf for years. You can see the vacant space where it usually sits right there. I bought this a long time ago for a vacation that I was taking, but I never actually got around to reading it, and I believe that was pretty close to 7 or 8 years ago, so that's almost a decade. This book has been sitting here waiting to be read. Don't worry, little Rover. Soon thy pages will be ruffled, thy spine will be bent. You will be read. Next up is Austenland by Shannon, Hale, and this one also kills 2 challenges with one book. Or audiobook, as the case may be. I have already read Austenland about a year ago, and I absolutely loved it. I can't wait for the movie to come out this August. Well, at least that's when it comes out to the big theaters. We don't know when it will become national yet, but I am holding out hope because it looks good. So this will be a reread, and I am also listening to it on audiobook this time around. I will also be reading Skullduggery Pleasant, Playing with Fire by Derek Landy at 389 pages. This is the second book in the Skullduggery Pleasant series, and it is the only one that is still within my comfort zone for this week. I figured about this time I would probably need something that was a little more my area. Plus, I'm totally dying to read the rest of the series. At 322 pages, Stormfront by Jim Butcher. I've heard a little about the Dresden Files from other people and the internet, so I decided to give it a try because it sounds like a really interesting concept. Last but not least, The Cat Who Walked Through Walls by Robert A. Heinlein at 388 pages. I mentioned to my dad that I wanted to try reading some more sci-fi, and he said, I've got just the people for you, and led me to Andre Norton and Heinlein. So I picked up one of each, and we will see how it goes, because I usually can't get very far into hard sci-fi books, but it has also been a really long time since I've tried to read them. Now, because I am very particular about the content in my books, I have several standbys in case some of the books that I plan to read I can't finish for whatever reason, so I will replace them with whatever book I so desire, and I will tell you all about it in my wrap-up video at the end of the Booktube-A-Thon. So I'm trying to psych myself up for the Booktube-A-Thon, so I decided to build like a little shrine of all the books I'm going to read, and it's going to sit here until Monday when I can start, and I have to say it's really working. I am seriously excited. It's right as you're walking through my doors, so there it is. Woohoo! Time for the Booktube-A-Thon! That's a total of 2,132 pages, not including the audiobook. What am I doing? Well, let's see how I do. I will update throughout the week via Twitter at WordbenderManda, and like I said, I will wrap up with a video at the very end. So good luck everybody, and have fun. Why the thumbs up?